Right, we should be live. I'm just going to wait until I'm going to throw that up. I'm going to wait until YouTube tells me that. So talk amongst yourselves.
What channel is it going on?
Oh, there you go.
BBC
It's live there. Yeah, it is live there. See,
it is live.
There we go. And just should be able to.
Oh, hang on a second.
What?
No, it's all right.
It's the most awkward start of like a live stream, isn't it? Everyone's like, "Oh, what? Are we live?"
What channel is it going on?
Minion TV one. Minion TV one. Yeah, we are live.
I'm not subscribed to that.
Can anyone hear me now? By the way.
Yeah. Why have we changed? Why have we changed?
Oh, I just realised you could change the settings.
Your audio does sound better, to be honest.
I've switched the snowball on.
Oh, cool.
What beautiful audio.
Well, okay. Welcome to the 10-year anniversary live stream. I should have written something before this. Welcome to the live stream where we're going to talk about our 10-year album, the debut Minion TV album. We're Minion TV, a band you probably don't know because it's been so long since we've been out and about. But we were very active about 10 years ago when we put this album out. So today we're going to talk about that. But first, we're going to talk about, who are we? Talk about all the members. I'm going to introduce myself. I'm going to take this off, actually, because that'll throw some names up. Hey, I'm Stephen. You might have seen me on another channel where I talk about DIY musician guides and the like, where I'm called Mrs. DJ. This is Justin. You might have seen him on the DIY Musician Guide podcast, where we talk about the same thing. That's Simon over there. He's a drummer of Minion TV. Don't point at the penis.
That's a good point.
Down there on the left is Sean. He's the bassist, one of the bassists, and the bassist. And that's Baz. He's the keys guy. That's what we say. So I suppose I start off talking about how the band got together. I was in like a version of Minion TV before I met all of you guys. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were initially called Here Violet Eye. I don't know if you remember that, but it sounded a bit odd. Yeah. Before Minion TV, it was called,
I wanted.
You were in that Here Violet Eye. It was called. It was a Edgar Allan Poe quote. Yeah, we were going through that, and so the bassist through there, your friend, introduced you to me first.
She did.
And you came down to a practice. What did you think when you first came down? Can you remember? It was in Crash rehearsal.
Yeah, that's the only thing I really remember.
It
was Crash and Bud was drummer.
Yep.
And
was Phil in it then?
No, because Ellen was bassist.
Yeah, that's right. So Phil must have. Yeah, Phil came later.
Yeah, we did whatever, and then. I think did we fall out?
We fell out. What? You and me?
Like after it, and I think the idea was, what the hell was he all about? I think we both probably said that.
Yeah,
because you wanted to do whatever shoegaze, and I wanted to do another type of shoegaze, and I played too loud. And
oh yeah, you were loud. He was loud.
Well, that never really changed, did it?
No, you remember that? That was a big thing. You were really loud, and I remember thinking, turn down a bit so we can hear everyone.
Yeah,
we're gonna squabble again. It sounds like it.
And even now, I'm still, whatever.
Honestly, that was a constant kind of thing throughout the entire band, wasn't it? Everyone going that little bit louder.
Then we met up in a pub on Smithdown Road. I don't know why or how.
Because I think after that, we found that no one else in Liverpool at that time was interested in playing in a band that played that type of music.
No, that's it. All I remember about us chatting and getting drunk, which is, I don't really do that much these days, was just talking about Ghost Dad, the movie. We talked about that at length. And
Big influence.
A big influence. And then we kind of bonded over this weird film. And I don't know, how did I meet you, Baz? It was just through work.
Yeah, I think you just sat next to me one day in Sony, didn't you? You were putting the seat next to me, and then we started to talk about music. And
I think it might give you a demo of like Dial or something, maybe, or one of those tracks.
I think so, yeah. Well, I remember I came round to your flat one night, and you were playing the kind of music that you were influenced by, and one of them was Sigur Rós, and I didn't really know them at the time. I remember thinking, wow, if you want to do stuff like that, then I'm definitely in. So.
Oh, that's cool. Because it's weird, isn't it? Because I always think about this. I was talking to you about this the other day, and Kat just jumped in. I couldn't do music like the way we did music back then now. It's kind of an ignorance of youth type thing. Because like everyone, you know, if you did music like that, you'd think, oh, I'm just copying Mogwai or Sigur Rós. But then you didn't care. And now you've got so much experience with all the kind of the music that you're into. You kind of like sidestep things that you think you're trying to copy. You know,
I know what you mean, yeah. I mean, I think it's important, though, to actually do music that you like yourself, though, isn't it? And maybe you've got the same influences as the bands that you are effectively copying, you know. But
I suppose you find new influences along the way.
Yeah, I mean, if you like a particular sound or style, then don't not do that because your favourite bands also do that too.
But it's hard to. It's hard to. I remember
we went through crazy, fantastic boss band.
Oh, God, yeah. We were in a covers band.
Because we just couldn't.
I've heard that.
No, we didn't. I mean, was I still at uni then?
They're on the new channel, probably.
No. I was at work. I just finished uni.
That's when you ended up singing.
After all that, I was made to sing.
Yeah, you were the only one who wanted to do it.
I was the only one who
could do it.
Could slightly do it. But then I went around to your house one day.
I remember this. So we got all the newspapers out.
Yeah, then we were like, we've got to try and figure out, and we were just fighting ourselves about the type of band that we wanted to be, the type of music, and not really being honest with ourselves. And then we just was like, screw it.
I think the first thing was probably Dial. We had the end of Dial, and then we were like,
on Dial, Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the end of it,
I wasn't sure whether I was remembering that incorrectly.
Yeah, we just sat down. I had an acoustic and you had one, and we just played some random
notes that we liked. Some melody was the thing, wasn't it? We always kind of like the idea of something you can go away and whistle, and then it ended up being kind of post-rock. Post-rock at that time was like big, bombastic, louds and build-ups and crashes. And of course we had that, but we had things that you could walk away whistling. I always remember that. It was like pop post-rock that we kind of were fighting to do, but we ended up doing it. So I met you, Baz. So did we have Battleships by then? We might have had Battleships with Bud.
I think you probably did, actually, yeah. But then I think we had sort of added some strings and things like that. Although there were strings anyway, weren't there? But
yeah, it was because I used to make really simple demos, like in my old flat, like really simple. I had a gold star.
You used to make them in Reason.
Yeah, make them in Reason.
Which I don't know how you did.
I don't know. It was just like, I just used it as a notepad, same thing I do with the old things. And I made Gold Star like that, Lily like that. Really, they didn't end up sounding pretty much anything like those demos, but it was somewhere to start with, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I met you through work. What was that, Sean?
Was Skyways in that process as well?
Yeah, we had an early version of Skyways.
That might have been one of the first songs we did.
And that does not sound like what Skyways ended up being like. We liked the original Skyways. We thought that was pretty good.
I think the actual version is really good as well. But the original version was
I was just
totally different.
Who ruined it then?
We'll
get onto that. We'll get onto that.
And then we met.
So we already had songs on our we had an original EP before we get into the album. We hadn't shown that. We had Gold Star was on it, Battleships was on it, Yardsticks, the original Yardsticks, was that on it, or was that?
I don't know. That might have been
on
EP.
Because I know Sean came in and added some bass to Yardsticks, so that was pre-Sean. And Skyways. There might have been Don't Burn the House Down, the original version of that, which was a more rocky version. So once we had Baz in, and you were part of all of that, I remember, Then we needed a bassist. Did we have a bassist before that? We had Phil, and then Phil left to go to London. I think, yeah, that's what
he lives in Germany now, doesn't he? Is that right?
He lives everywhere.
Wow.
He lived in Hamburg, and I think I've got a feeling he lived in Sweden or Norway somewhere.
Wow.
But then we put an advert out for a bassist, and Sean, do you remember seeing the advert, or where was it? I don't remember it. I don't remember even doing
Probably
it.
gig-wise, or
was it a website, or was it a piece of paper that we somehow got to you?
I was in university in Liverpool and wanted to be in a band and got fed up of the cover bands and that type of thing that I could join. So just search for any band that came up, and yours was the first. And I listened to the EP, was it? With Dial, and was it an
Well,
EP?
how did you listen to it? Was it MySpace or something like that?
MySpace, I think, yeah. MySpace.
Wow.
Listened to all that and thought it was something I'd never heard before. So I thought,
wow.
Jog down to the Pilgrim and meet you.
That was it, yeah.
Pilgrim? Do you remember?
I remember, yeah.
Was it in...
Did you think I was Korean?
No, we thought like Japanese or something like that because of the spelling of your name, obviously.
yeah, like Scandinavian.
Oh, yeah, the name. Yeah,
I think we were slightly disappointed.
To this day.
I was prepared for like an interview about music and things, and I think Steve just talked about Star Trek or something.
Spider-Man, I think it was.
Star Trek.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember.
I do think we had the question of who's the best Batman or something like
Batman?
that.
Oh yeah, we wrote stupid questions.
We had questions like, "What would you do if?" and it's the kind of thing. And then because
really
if you
artistic
if you-
influences.
yeah, you didn't really. If you answered an ad, basically, and you liked our music and you could play the bass, you were already in. It's just like what kind of person you were really. I do remember being in a Pilgrim, but I don't remember the questions. I don't remember them at all. I remember we had a Batman question, but I don't remember. It probably was just, or maybe Jurassic Park was somewhere in there. You know?
Probably, yeah.
What do you think, Bass? Yeah,
probably.
So you were in, and the first thing you did was come round to our. We had
a practice room.
Where was that? It wasn't Crash. It was elevator on Dale Street.
Dale Street. Yeah, the original elevator in like a dirty
gloomy
room.
little room.
It was
bands
a
each
dirty
side room. Yeah, and it was a dangerous
was
little
cool.
lift. And
First part about this, you saw my pedals, so I was in. The effects pedal.
Ooh,
So I
look
was
at these
in. Second band
pedals.
we recorded Yardsticks, I think.
Yardsticks. Did you do that? Did you do that day one, the first day?
Yeah, first day I was in.
God, do you remember that? I can remember some of it.
All I remember is "Don't Burn the House Down."
Yeah,
in that room.
I remember "Don't Burn the House Down."
I remember that because, as you said, that room was really quite dirty and run down, really, wasn't it? Me and Steve originally went to see it, and then we said, yeah, we'll take it. And then we went to show everyone else, and it was Phil Adams at the time. And he went, wow, I expect Pete Doherty to jump out of that pile of rubbish in the corner.
And we were sharing with, Pete's band?
With Pete.
Yeah, Pete's band,
Tone Puppets, yeah. Which is because they come in later as well, I suppose. We have to mention how bad we were to them. So we recorded Yardsticks, we had Sean, but we had no drummer then. Or did we have Bud then? No. So Bud had left as well. I think he was going to London as well. I remember being a bit gutted about that after the phone call.
Three things I remember from that room. Recording Yardsticks because I couldn't get the time signature for it because it's in the 6/4 or something, and you could all hear the beat and I couldn't. Recorded your guitar parts for Yardsticks with the 2 amps, one each side of the room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Stereo.
I do remember that.
We recorded a demo for Marla,
Oh.
which sounds completely different.
Little fellas has come in.
Thought we said no kids.
He's my kid. So we did those, and then were we on the lookout for a drummer at that point? Because I don't remember getting a new drummer in that room.
Not really, no.
No. Or were we on the verge of moving from there?
I only remember being there 3 times, maybe.
Because I just remember that Phil had went to look at the other elevator studios by the Baltic area before us, even though he wasn't even going to go. He went to look for us and said it was brilliant. So we went, like, great. And then we went to that room. I think we did have another drummer who we're not going to name. And I wasn't there for the session. This is my memory. It might be completely different, so do jump in. I remember you guys telling me, yeah, he's great, let's have him. And then I turned up and heard him, and I went out and went, "No, we've got to let him go." He was like, he kept slowing down. That's my memory of it.
I do remember that, yeah, because you went into the hallway and you were like, no, and we were like, what?
Yeah, and I think it's because we were so used to like, oh yeah, he can play drums, we'll get better with him or something like that. But he kept slowing down, and it was just it made the playing depressing, you know. And he didn't know what to do. I didn't want to that confrontation, but I do remember telling another person who couldn't drum in time that you can't even walk in time. So it was like, yeah, you had to do it. You remember that person?
You were harsh.
Yeah, I had to be. Yeah,
I can see why you didn't use his name now. Anyway, saying it was.
No, we're talking about Simon, aren't we? So
remember
this. What was that?
That he needed to help someone move house or something. That's how he left. We didn't
actually tell him. All right. Yes.
Didn't come back.
He disappeared. So I remember because I used to go to every session, but for some reason I wasn't there in that session when he was playing, and I wasn't there for the time that you went and met up with Simon.
So the two sessions that you're talking about, you didn't go to, even though you went to every one.
So yeah, apart from those 2 sessions, no, because it was drummer related. So you'd all told me Simon was great. He turned up. And I was like, yeah, and then suddenly I was like, all right, okay. And okay, before we go into like what happened there, Simon, do you remember getting the call, answering the ad? Do you remember seeing the advert? Yeah. Where was it?
Yeah, I'd been in a couple of bands before, and I just left one, so I was on the lookout for something, and I saw. I can't remember what it was on. I think Justin might be right. It could have been Gigwise, something online anyway. And I went to listen to the music, and it was something that appealed to me, being a big shoegaze fan. But yeah, and we met in Leaf. Was it Leaf then?
Yeah, the first Leaf, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember being really nervous. But I do remember that being asked. It was one of the set questions was, which is my favorite Star Trek.
Yeah.
What was the answer? I can't remember.
Next Generation.
Next Gen. That's fair
Which
enough.
apparently wasn't the perfect answer, but it's a pass.
It's probably the most common answer. So we probably went, well, that's the most common answer, I suppose, but not the most interesting answer, but common answer that we can accept. Yeah.
There's no wrong answer to it. Really.
What's the worst one?
Nowadays there is.
Yeah, now there is. Yeah.
Now I don't want to mention Picard, but so when you got that and when you got that call, do you remember calling or emailing back, or who emailed you back? Do you remember? Was it me saying I wasn't going to be there, or was it one of the others?
It was either you or Justin. It was one of the top left.
That's good.
But I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean we never let Sean ever answer emails or Harry. So yeah, it was going to be one of us two. But.
Yeah, so you went to Leaf. Did you play that day, or did you just?
We just came and met up.
Red Stripe.
Red Stripe. You had some red stripe.
Yeah.
Or any other drinks.
But I do remember. Afterwards coming home to Sal and telling her that it kind of because I think you'll agree that it was quite a natural friendship throughout the band.
Yeah,
and it felt comfortable on the first meeting, so I thought, well, this is definitely guys to work with.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a thing that a lot of people don't realize about band members. You've got to gel. You could be the best musicians ever, but if you don't like each other, I mean, me and Jude. We liked each other, but we argued creatively, I suppose.
You too.
We liked each other. Yeah. We argued got creative things, but we like each other. And that's healthy, I think. That you need that push and pull because you get something interesting out of it. If everyone just agreed, you just end up with some beige music, wouldn't you? So we had some people. But I don't remember. So you didn't play that time? Did you play for the first time when I was there?
I think so, yeah.
Is that the time
it's logistically a bit more difficult for a drummer, isn't it? Because you've got an awful lot of stuff.
Oh yeah,
to move in.
So yeah,
That's what I remember from playing with you for the first time.
How
70
bad would it have been if you turned up and then the rest of the guys just went, "No, we don't like you. Don't come."
And it's another half an hour of awkward silence while I pack up again.
The first time you came down was at the time there was an amp on fire. Was that you?
I do remember the amp being on fire.
I remember it because there's a picture of us all around an amp in the hall. We had to carry out in the hall.
Well, is it the guitar amp or was it the speaker? Yeah,
Yeah,
I've still got it.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I've still got
Do
it.
you
It's still
remember
broken.
we dragged the burning PA speaker out and then realised we dragged it into the
It would be
stairwell
loaded,
smoking
then.
gas.
I think that was day one. I think we bonded over the smoke. Something on the smoke. So from then we probably played the songs we knew, and that was pretty much it. Then we did a few gigs. I wonder if we had any gigs lined up.
What was the first gig we played?
With Simon, with this group. I know we did university.
It was the university bandsock, wasn't it?
Yeah,
In the
with
Sarah
this
Weaver.
setup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was Blade Runner in the background, that one.
No.
that was
later on.
We did one which was like in a smaller room with a small audience, and it wasn't a proper stage, was it? I remember that. With before the James Brown room or whatever it was. There was one where
it was just at the end of the Sarah Weaver bar, wasn't it? The main bar.
Okay.
Down at the bottom end.
Yeah.
No, it was on the
I
corner.
remember.
It was in the room at the back.
It wasn't in the back room. We did play there, but the first gig we played was in the Sarah
we didn't have a
Weaver.
proper stage.
Yeah.
That is also the room I met my wife.
Same day?
Not the same day. She's probably watching, so I thought I'd give her a shout out.
Oh, that's nice. I wish we had the set list from those. You know, you save a set list from all these times.
I'm going to say battleships.
Battleships,
Were we playing Kindred by then?
No.
Nah.
Sean and Simon never played Kindred. No.
I don't remember that at all.
I have no memory. We probably didn't have Lily then.
No.
Little Blue Flowers we did, definitely.
Oh,
Yeah,
Little Blue Flowers was on the EP as well. Gold Star.
I Am Monster.
No, Iron Monster. I don't think we had Iron Monster. Did we have Iron Monster then?
Yeah.
They quite an old one. I think we might.
Oh yeah, because we had two versions of it. Okay, we'll probably get onto that in a minute. Right. So before we get onto the tracks, I'm going to show off some images. Now here's the thing. I'm not 100% sure if they're from the time, but you can tell me if they are. They're all kind of taken from. We're recording something anyway. Is that Radiohead T-shirt there, Sean?
There is.
Have you still got it?
Yeah.
You used to call your clothes.
Recycled bottles.
No. What else is in there? So you can see. Is that Cubase?
Yeah. Yeah. On Barry's computer.
Wow.
Legitimately licensed, obviously.
Yeah. Of course. So can you remember anyone remember what you were doing there? And was this from the time period? I've lumbered all these on a page about that time. So I don't even know if these are actual photographs or just stills from videos I used to do, you know? Because we didn't really use mobile phones that much then, you know, to take photos. It was 10 years ago. The quality wasn't that good. But I used to do videos a lot.
That looks pretty good, though. It looks like we've got pretty decent kit.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Whereas when we first started, it was...
Oh, because like we got flat screens there by the looks of it, and March, you didn't have a flat screen for a long time.
No, yeah, my two monitors still got them as well.
But before that, we used to love like
like a CRT monitor, wasn't it? Yeah, full PC, was brilliant.
Carrying that CRT on the big desktop computer.
Honestly, that's kind of cool now. I suppose people think that's retro.
I have seen people do it in bands now as well. You know, you don't really need to anymore.
We did it out of necessity. Let's move on to the next one. So this is a different angle, probably. God.
So your glockenspiel in the background there, Steve, on the left.
On there, yeah.
You
see? Okay, I see you. Oh God, my phone.
Oh, that's the
Shut up, Siri. So you got some CDRs there. What's this thing here? Anyone know?
Is that headphone amp? Is it?
Headphone amp's there. I don't know what this is.
That's my phone.
Flip phone.
Brilliant.
Moving on. That's another angle.
That's a good photo, isn't it?
It's decent, isn't it?
Great
Good
No
job,
one
Tom.
else in his band.
I think it's
It's not
because
recorded normally.
on the album, I think it was Justin and Sean took the reins of the mixing. That's what I'd said in 5 years on document anyway. The rest of us really were just like lackeys. No, the rest of us were kind of recording, but we kind of get left used to do it. I think at that point, I don't. You were probably. I don't know. You probably listened to a early mix or a Rush or whatever. Okay, that's one of the artistic takes from. Is that your piano?
Roland's, yeah, V. Roland's stage piano. Yeah.
You've still got that.
I'd have, yeah, still use it all the time.
We will get to photos with other people in.
Oh,
Hey!
hey, that's me.
See, I don't know if this is from the recording times because I think your drum kit was on the other end of the room when we were recording, Si.
We did move it around a lot.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's got to be Justin recording now, though, isn't it? You know, if I was
There's
just
no-
there on a laptop or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
I've still got that drum skin. It's in the cupboard back here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's the old logo as well. I just used a completely flat logo, like an Impact one. But that logo's pretty cool, actually. But I think it looked very much like Muse's, so we kind of stopped using it. It's like, oh. What was this? Was this the power supply for the pedal board? Diego? Yeah.
Diego one.
Yeah. I think we all got one of them, or three of us, didn't we? Anything else there? It looks like I just told you, Justin, just bend down so we can get you in the frame.
That's Justin's obligatory gig pose, that.
Yeah, he's
Yeah. Oh, here he is. Is that,
Oh,
what t-shirt is
there he
that?
is.
What t-shirt is
It's,
that?
it's an Atticus t-shirt with a barcode on it. But you can, when you looked at it, you could see the shape of the bird.
Oh,
in the
cool.
Barcode. That's not going to fit me anymore.
No one's going to forget how many symbols Simon had. It was too many. I can't even count.
There was a reason for it.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were going to tell us.
Well, so you had sonic range.
Okay.
They're all a different note and different complexities to them.
And you were a touring musician before you got to us, weren't you?
Oh,
yes, yeah.
Yes, you're probably the most professional out of all of us, to be honest.
I didn't use all of those all the time, but when you're in a permanent space, you may as well have them all there.
Yeah,
because it gives you all the options then.
I just want to say, if you are watching this stream, just say hi, and we'll display the comment and say hi back to you.
One thing that's notably missing there is the cursed wood block.
Oh, God, yeah.
That everyone liked.
Is it just me? But as soon as he said that, does everyone else hear that wood block?
I think my profile picture on Facebook is still PS bring woodblock for a different time.
You might be. It's up there. It's on top.
Oh, is it?
Leave it there, Si. No,
Go on, give us a blast. Oh.
Oh my God. Oh, jeez. Someone in Tokyo
needs more
MINIONTV. Yeah, I mean, got a fever for more woodblock. Let's go to the next picture. Oh, it is. Oh, Simon telling us all off, maybe, or
no?
Yeah, explaining something.
Explaining something. Look at the arms.
Probably explaining why it wasn't my fault.
Oh, really? It does remind me of the times where I try and explain a rhythm or something that was in my head, but I couldn't talk about it musically, so I'd say play like a train or something, and you're like, what? Do you know what I mean?
Or explaining that a rhythm was too purple or something.
Yeah. I'm still rubbish at that. I've got it in my head. I can't get it out in a kind of a good way. It's a good angle for the senior drums there, though. The worst thing is your kit bag is always at the back, ruining the shot. It's always going to be there because no one wants it by then. But it's massive. Can you fit a person in that?
Well, are they alive?
Good question. When he went in, yes.
Okay, all right, next one. Oh, this is a good shot. We're all looking at Simon. Baz has got a drink.
Am I on there? Where am I?
Yeah, there with the drink. You know it's you, Baz, because there's a floating pint.
Oh yeah, all right, yeah. I like Justin's pose. It's a bit Alan Partridge in a way.
Smash bang wallet. I love it. That's a good shot.
That'll be tracking ground.
You still got these monitors, haven't you, Baz?
Yeah, one of them was broken, unfortunately, but I kept them anyway. So
you've got better ones now.
Yeah.
What keyboard was this? That's the Macacorg, but what's underneath it?
One of mine, I think.
Was it?
Oh no, I think it might be my old Yamaha.
Oh, your other, yeah. Okay. So we're all talking to the side. I quite like that shot. Who's taking the shot?
That's a good point.
That'll be tracking drums anyway.
Oh, actually, no one's taking the shot. This is where I used to set up a video camera and just video us. You know, because we had some of those like live rehearsal videos, and this would be from one of them. So
that's probably sitting on top of the burning PA speaker.
Yeah. I like the grain. I probably added that afterwards. To be honest, it's a good shot. That. Oh, where he is.
I remember that photo.
That's a good shot.
Yeah.
I like that. He's sitting on an amp there.
Yeah. Don't know why. That'll be tracking proper bass, I think, for the album.
Wow. Baz's headphones as well.
Oh yeah.
Proper headphones.
2 pairs of them. Like that. Let's move on. Justin with a pint. I don't know why I'm saying the drink thing. It's just
yeah, you're going to list everyone drinks.
With
I'm
a
going to
pint.
probably feature quite a lot with us.
Yeah.
There was a bar downstairs.
There was a bar downstairs. Yeah.
A good bar.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't comment on the one. No, I don't use it. Anything else interesting to say about this? Your hair was different then. My hair's totally different now because of these shots. Yours was more Beatles-esque then.
Yeah, it's a bit Beatlesy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
going for the John Lennon look.
Yeah, go for the John Lennon look, definitely.
Yeah. This one. Here I am with the vinyl shark. I don't know that. I don't own that T-shirt anymore. The old guitar though, that's what makes me think it's the first album because I didn't have the other guitar. You know, me other Telecaster. I used that predominantly. Like a Korg in the background. Didn't have the best headphones. Don't know why. Maybe. Yeah.
What are you playing there?
I don't know actually. It might be. What would that be? Is that around E? I suppose maybe it's like.
Oh,
Lily?
I don't know. It could be anything.
This is fascinating. Fascinating.
YouTube.
D octaves.
Guess the chord.
It's D octaves, isn't it?
Oh, is it? What?
You might have been a different tuning, or I don't know. Rewind back so we can see your.
Look at the tracks in a minute. Here you go. Is Baz kind of umming and ahhing over a mix or something? 2 pints have been drunk by there. You can see these 2 pint glasses.
Those, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That looks like.
I think that picture's a setup. I think I remember the picture being a setup.
It looks like a setup.
Yeah.
What are you saying, Si?
It looks like a stock photo.
It
does?
Yeah.
Does it? Yeah. Website name here.
Presentation. Yeah.
I love it. It's good, that. Oh, what's another shot from the other one?
Oh, yeah. Because
Frame
it's
pullback.
upright a little more on that one.
Yeah. You completely the same.
Yeah.
Have you seen what's in the corner?
Thinking man. Where?
They're the panels from the wall, aren't they?
Oh, the baffle boards. Yeah.
Oh, these.
I'm sure
That's
we made a cabinet box. We put amps in there and recorded them.
Oh, God, yeah. We did do that.
Have the volume lower.
Yeah. I don't think we got any photos of that. I haven't seen any.
There's an amp. His amp would be inside that.
Okay. This is the. Oh, here. Sorry. I completely forgot. Yeah, you're right. That is there, isn't it? Oh, God. That is. Completely missed that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's good that we've got these photos. It's me again. That's good. I can see my original Boss pedal board there. Did you have one of those as well? No? Or did you go straight for the other board you got? Do you remember getting one of these Boss boards?
No. That was just.
You just had a bag. You just had a bag full of pedals, didn't you?
Yeah, a bag of pedals. and cables and individual plugs.
Yeah, I did that for a while, but yeah, we've talked about this recently. But it's annoying because you get to a gig and then suddenly you're like, why doesn't one of the pedals work? Because you've got like so many wires and plugs. There's so many different issues. It gets easier. Okay. Oh, a shot from. Hopefully, this is fascinating to everyone else watching. Here's the back of our heads. Oh, it's Baz doing
quite a strange expression there.
Baz is like, well, I don't know. Baz, you're doing your sitting on the fence look.
I would think this is tracking drums because I think me and Steve used to play with Si when he was tracking the drum.
Did, yeah.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
We've to a click.
We've got a question from Matt Carver. I'm going to put it on screen, but I'm going to add it to the end for Q&A, right? So no, I'll answer this later on. We'll answer this later on. But I'll have that in your heads. I'll have a big no in your head. Well, thanks, Matt, for jumping in with a question. And hello. Hi there. Next question. Next photo. This photo got used in a magazine, I think, Sean. I don't know what it was.
Voice.
What was it? Do you remember what it was? No
idea.
It's a good photo. And again, it's just a still of a video.
Was that Free Liverpool Music magazine?
Yeah, I remember something. It was quite small, wasn't it? Like,
yeah, it was like a book size.
Yeah,
thing.
Probably got it in here somewhere.
I should definitely keep that stuff.
There's a white book.
It was really good. That
the side of this.
Should we raid the room?
Oh, that big giant white book there. Yeah, get that for out.
Was it pink?
Let's have a look. I've got this thing that Lindsay got me when we were kind of in our prime. And it's literally just collect.
When you and Lindsay were in your prime, or
yeah. What happened?
I love that joke. It's good on the tune.
Yeah, I can
but
test them.
It's literally got like loads of cutouts and things. Like MINIONTV need a replacement bassist. Actually, I can tell you what we asked for, Sean. Our bassist is leaving us within the next couple of months, and we are looking for a replacement. Obviously, we have songs, gigs lined up, and a practice room in the centre of Liverpool, and they're looking for someone who is committed, creative, and open to experimenting with other instruments and sounds. Our influences include, and this is terrible, really now, Mogwai, Sigur Rós, Explosion of the Sky. I suppose it makes sense to you. And feel free to email your email address.
It was me.
Yeah. And we had myspace.com/MINIONTV.
Is that still up?
It probably is. I'm going to do a video about MySpace at some point.
Yeah. Maybe there's some way to check.
Whatever, Baz. Right, okay. A close up of my guitar. I've still got that on the guitar, I think. Yeah, it's over there. It's a woman on a deck chair, just sitting off. Yeah. Oh, actually, before we get to that interesting bit, what am I playing on there?
A guitar.
That's going to be that.
Well done. Look at Sean, intently looking. His head's as close as it can be to the screen.
An F sharp. Something with an F sharp in it.
Something with an F sharp in it. Is it there? No, we'll get to this. So this is a good photo, isn't it? I'm really glad we got this one. What's the most interesting thing about this is that you can see what we completed or what was going to be on the album. Yardsticks was originally going to be on the album. I completely forgot about that, but it's actually written there. So we'd already completed Burn, No Grave But Sky, no Grave But Sea, Sky, Road Meets Girl, Yardsticks, I Hit On Me So Fall, Marla, Skyways. Now, there's another interesting part of this. Why have we got the word sheaf at the end of it on the board? Is it because of master and then sheaf, as in Master Chief?
No, I remember.
What was the sheaf thing?
Oh, it was.
Were you just being adolescent?
Yeah. It was a thing that we kept telling Sean, make sure he takes it a sheaf. A sheaf.
This is 2010, isn't it?
Sean was young, and we were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
it's
No, I
dangerous
started-
out there. Take this."
Yeah.
I started
Oh.
vaping Alex in 2010, the year this album came out.
All right.
How old were you in 2010, Sean?
When the album came out, 22.
Wow,
2010.
it's not even young, is it? But yeah, that's quite good. So we'd
You're only 32.
8 years, me 32. Wow.
Bloody hell.
Me and Baz are around 40.
Yeah, I'm 39. So
I know how old you are, Sean, Simon, 32 as well.
Yeah,
Something like
roughly.
There was no Glock on any of the other tracks. Barry got a tick there for Ghosts. It's funny because we didn't actually like write down what Barry did. It was just Barry.
just be Barry.
Barry had like one part to do, just turn up, and he got a tick.
Yes.
Put it, and this is on the fridge. Oh, okay.
It's giving me chills there though, because you can see the drums, everything finished.
Lily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the one. We'll get to that in a minute when we go track by track. We'll get into the artwork in a minute, but actually, maybe this is the last track. So the artwork was done by, I've got a note because I do remember her name, Alice Reeks-Moore.
Alex Reeks.
So we saw her work on Facebook or something like that. And did you reach out to her? Was it you?
Yeah. She was a friend of an old friend of mine from college.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
And I saw it online and I was like, oh, that's pretty good. And so we just asked her.
And she sent over loads of stuff. It was just reams and reams of paper with all these ideas on that we just took a little square out. Well, we did a few of them, and that was one. That's an alternative take. And you actually sewn the MINIONTV name into some of, and we just scanned it in and threw it into places. And that was one of the original like variations. But I really like that. Looking back at it, I like this like angel in the middle. It's really cool. I think that's the last image on it. Obviously, is that the last image? No, it's not actually. We've got other images. We've got drums in colour.
Nice. What I have to see what I actually had then.
Nothing in focus. And it's just, I think we use this photo in mic position mostly. Yeah. I think when you see microphones,
overheads there.
Yeah. Yeah, another mic position.
Strange position.
Yeah, pick up Sean. No, probably not. What are these? Are these bottles and cans? Jeez.
Stop naming all the drinks.
Well, it always looked like we had like an angel or something in the room as well. Always in the corner. Oh, it's me playing Lily, I think, doing the vocal on Lily.
That looks like it's you playing a workman's club. Right?
Yeah. I'm playing a cover of The Entertainer. What was that, Sean?
This isn't during the album, is it? Because look at your amp. You didn't have the amp at that time, did you?
But it looks like I was doing Lily though, because it's.
You look like you're having a hell of a lot of fun. Whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Really enjoying it.
Because microphone and all that. Don't remember that chair.
It's got to be Lily, isn't it?
It's got to be Lily.
Yeah,
it's got to be Lily. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, wow. Are they too high at that point? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Well, we got a good sound. So.
They were meant to be half sort of room mics and half overhead.
Yeah, I see.
And
we didn't have enough mics, did we?
And we can stand back around now. Yeah, so it was just a quick thing about the artwork, really. That was the next part, but we've just basically done it. So if I just stop that screen and then share another screen, just so we got the album artwork up here. So it doesn't go much bigger. But I should be able to. There we go. So I don't know why we decided on this. I think it was something to do with like these people. Kind of was cool, a cool little section of it,
and it's pretty.
It's pretty. It is pretty, yeah. And the logo, the name looks good up there.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's a shame we didn't do anything with it, like as a CD or anything. We just had the kind of cardboard, recyclable things, which were pretty cool as well. But we did have like download codes that came with this artwork on it. I like it. It was really good. So thank Alice if she's watching. She probably isn't.
No, probably not.
Probably isn't. So now we've done that, we're going to go through track by track. So we're going to start with Sean. No. Sean doesn't want us to start with him talking about the tracks. And I don't know why. So We Are Ghosts was the first track on the album. Has anyone got any memories of recording it, playing it live, the first time they encountered that song?
It's a shame we can't play it sort of in the background while we're discussing it.
I did try to. You know what? I'll try to, but I think the audio will be terrible. I did an experiment with this before, so share screen.
One thing I do remember from it was I'd never been present in the room and heard a bass tone like that before.
I got a new pedal.
Oh, yeah, it was that pedal.
Can everyone hear that?
Yeah.
Just enough for me. Like,
Or is it?
It's quiet.
Yeah, it's very quiet.
I tried it. You know, we'll put it forward a bit because it's the intro, isn't it? It creeps up until my piercing guitar comes in.
We used to open every gig with it.
Yeah. Well, it was a perfect gig opener, and that's why it went first on the album. It just made sense.
Yeah, but we try. I was talking to Sarah about this before because I was always pushing it as a gig opener, and we hardly ever did it.
Oh, we just got a really nice comment about this. We Are Ghosts has been my alarm clock track for a good 8 years. That's lovely. Although it's one of those, it's like when you play, when you have something as your alarm clock, it's like, oh.
Yeah, you grow to hate it, don't you? In the end, oh my god.
I used to have the Star Wars theme, and it's just like I don't want to hear it ever again.
I always absolutely loved this song.
Me too, yeah. Wasn't it used on Hollyoaks? With the scene where there's a fella in a van and he's like hitting the steering wheel or something like that. Remember?
Yeah, oh yeah. There was another song used in Hollyoaks, and I thought you were going to go for that. There was another scene.
We've had like what, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Which do you think I was going to go for, by the way?
No, I'm not going to mention it. I don't want to say the word on stream. But it was called We Are Ghosts because I used to listen to a gaming podcast years ago, which doesn't exist anymore. And at the end of every podcast, they say, "Until next week, we are ghosts." And I thought that was pretty nice. Strangely, I've never overlaid.
Yeah, so he still loves it, which is great.
Oh yeah, okay, I love it. Still bit brilliant. Oh, that's nice. Can everyone still hear that properly? Is it okay? It's not like messing up. Cool. Yeah, so that was why it was called that. It was a good opener.
Yeah, the bass is great there as well, isn't it?
Yeah, the bass on it.
Oh, the bass. What pedal did you use on this, Sean? Is the one you got back recently? 2 years ago. Oh, Big Muff.
Digi
Wow.
Synthesizer.
Yeah. I think we.
The filter that opens really slowly. Open filter.
We had a variation of this we used to jam with when we with the previous version of MINIONTV with Bud, because he asked me like years later, even when we released this, "Oh, remember that riff you had? Did you ever do anything with it?" And I was like, "I sent him it," and he was like, "Oh, you did." We made a song out of it. Anyone else want to say anything? Any other memories of this song? Just playing it live. Was it an easy one to play live? Because it was just a lot of it was just like me and Baz, I suppose, and Simon with his kick drum. Everyone.
Yeah, for about 2 minutes.
Yeah, full up. Yeah. What? Oh yeah, cool.
I play about 3 notes.
Sounds great when the drums come in, though, doesn't it? Which is,
it is
about now. Is it?
Big crash.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
So I'll pause it now and go to the next song.
It's that bass, the way when the bass slides down into the drums coming in.
It's nice.
It means perfectly. It's not right.
Yeah, it is nice. Anyway, next song. If you hear the cat come in and cat heard a weird ghost. The next song is obviously Battleships. So anyone want to kick off and talk about?
I don't know this one.
I remember this.
If we had to name one song that people might know us by, it's probably this one, isn't it?
And obviously notably used on the Lexus advert as well, isn't it?
Used in a Lexus.
Did we ever play a gig where we didn't play this?
This is this.
We must have had the odd one.
We've got a gig. What's the set list? Everyone's happy. We've got to put Battleships. Oh, what? But we have to. Nobody's heard it.
I can remember when we were recording this though, just just thinking, you've got to get this right quickly because it's exhausting. This song.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, and it's always. I think did we play it like? I don't know if we played it second or like near the end. Do you remember what we did with it on the set list?
I can't remember.
No. What I do remember, we had that bit of audio in the middle, the sample.
Oh yeah, which never worked. Yeah.
For most composers.
Yeah.
Originally seduced by the notes of the blue style.
The funny thing about that band is that when we were live, you'd see Barry go to hit the key because he'd go like play live and nothing would come out, and then you see it just go like that. I'm like, oh god.
It's because you press one key throughout the whole song and it either works or it doesn't. Do you know what I mean? But if I could practice a little bit before, it's either too loud, too quiet, or just not on.
Yeah, it's a volume issue as well. This song, what?
In the recording this week, recorded it at least twice. We scrapped one version of it entirely.
We scrapped a version of it.
Yeah, entirely.
We had a version. We had a version of it, didn't we?
When we recorded it, because you already had a good version of it, definitely scrapped everything and started again at least once.
All right. Didn't you bring your violin in once as well? You had some really old violin.
I'm not on it.
I don't know.
No, we didn't use it at the end, did we?
I think the song is probably. I'm just going to pause it because it's. I think it's killing
It's a bit loud.
Yeah, it's difficult to.
I'm hearing some white noise. It's gone now. The title came from a dream I had where I was playing the electronic game of battleships with Lindsay, and she beat me, and I got really angry and threw the board against the thing and said, "You sank my battleships," because it was originally called "You Sank My Battleships," and so, but it just kind of made sense to call it battleships on its own. We did have a version of it with Phil as well, didn't we?
Yep.
So we scrapped.
It was a lot mellower the previous version.
Yeah.
It was a lot more wooden.
Yeah.
It sounded a lot more like it was made on Reason.
Yeah. Well, demo was there's I'm gutted because that demo is probably gone now. I don't think even it's on our rarities one, but I did do a demo on Reason. I was really slow. It didn't have the drums, and it had some other guitar part at the end, which never made it.
I mean, this copy of it is good. My biggest regret from the entire period is not re-recording it again when we did Last Projectionist stuff.
Yeah, it would have been nice to get some like an orchestra or something on it.
Or just to get,
you can imagine that, can't you?
From like a proper studio version, because it was, it would be nice to have that.
Yeah.
Just a nice thing for us all to have. But I mean, this version is good.
It is.
And don't forget, this is the version that was used by Lexus as well, isn't it? Which is huge for us at the time. It was the first ever paid job we got, really, wasn't it?
And that was amazing seeing that, wasn't it? It was
wow. I was in cinemas and stuff. I had somebody come over and say I was in the cinema and I heard your track and it was brilliant and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was the one that we kind of like felt like, oh, we've got a good song there, and we just needed the right ears to hear it, and that was always the thing I thought about, like, oh, we never really connected with the right ears to go, oh, that song, like we played some gigs where like no one showed up, but the person on the door said, wow, that was great. We're like, well, that's brilliant. Yeah, that's so good.
The sound guy mojo.
Yeah, it was. It was
thinking we were.
You remember that?
Yeah.
That was it.
That was a great thing.
Yeah.
To Manon and Limbs.
Yeah, it's Manon and Limbs.
Yeah.
The next track, Take a Bullet for the Rest of Us.
I forgot all about this track.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I remember, like, originally, like, when I made the riff for this, I was watching the TV show Dexter. And I was trying to make a music theme for it, and this is what I came up with. And I remember we came into the practice room, and Justin was away, like he is now. I'm like a Jurassic Park, but he just got up and left us. Justin was away, and the rest of us came up with the song basically without the middle. I think maybe Sean had that middle bass part, which is my favourite part of the song. The bass part where you and Justin played that in the middle, that's my favourite part. It's beautiful. But I think you just had that bit in the end, and then when Justin came, he added that bit. But I don't remember recording it. I've got no memories of recording it.
No.
I would have thought you would.
Me?
Has anyone got any memories?
Yeah.
I would have thought you would remember something.
No.
Anyone else? You don't remember it at all, Simon, because you don't remember the song?
Well, I don't remember recording a lot of them really. They were. It was the bad ones that I remember.
There's no bad
The
one.
bad experience.
A bad experience. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the rest of them are quite. I mean,
The
it's
thing-
quite
yeah.
comfortable songs to record.
The thing that hit me about listening to this song again is the ending is really good. Like it's really ferocious, and I don't even remember any of how to play it or anything like that. I can remember the main riff and things like that, but all the parts at the end, I'm like, oh my god, what did you do on this, Baz?
I think it's electric piano and some synth, isn't it?
Ah,
I seem to remember, yeah.
yeah. Right, we'll move on to the next song. Well, the title for that one, God,
Probably
it
the
was
best
literally. I
mix.
remember coming.
Yeah, I'm thinking that sounds
I
great.
think Justin did it.
You mixed this one. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm confident he remembers.
I did like
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
This is one of my favourite songs.
Yeah.
You got any memories of recording or mixing it or anything?
Just this bit coming up.
Just the bass and
Yeah,
yeah,
bass and
the same. That's my favourite bit.
my guitar.
We'll have a little bit of the sound on listen to this.
Yeah, there were two good bits that mixed well together.
Yeah,
It's
Steve.
a good song.
Oh, my little guitar bit with some tremolo. Yeah. I need to get one of those tremolo pedals again.
No, the
These are
whiteboard had the whiteboard picture with the when we recorded everything.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Oh,
it
yeah.
was the end, wasn't it?
Ah, okay.
And I think
That
that
might be
sort of,
the
you
last
can hear it,
tracks.
so we know what we're doing by this point.
Probably it's a good point, isn't it? The more you do, the more you get an idea of what you're doing. I don't know why we put it third. I mean, to be honest, the lineup of the album is great. The song order, but that bit as well. It's just another guitar comes in after this, and it just sounds ferocious. It's really good.
It was a good one to play live,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Why did we stop playing this live?
You
Because we had more songs.
Yeah.
I always want to play this.
You.
Why did you listen to me? Anyway, next track. I hit my stuff. I missed, I fall. The thing about this one, we didn't play this one live enough, did we?
This one's good.
It's a good song.
I seem to remember playing it live quite a lot.
About 3 times, maybe.
Really? Was that
Yeah,
brilliant?
because the audio levels are really hard, like with the Glock and everything. I remember your Glock playing on this, Sean, is brilliant. Like, it's
Was
one
it
of my
me?
favourite
Was
parts.
It
It was you, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It was all you, yeah.
It's
I'm
amazing how much it cuts through.
I'm on it, but like I'm an acoustic or something in the background. I'm just chords.
Is there a bit of Ebo action going on there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of Ebo. It was originally called Volcanoes. Do you remember that? And we had like a vocal sample from some, I don't know if it was religious or something. And do you remember this?
Oh yeah, it was like a monk or something.
Oh, Zeitgeist
Oh,
Zeitgeist documentary, yeah. And it was really fitting, but we were kind of scared about like should we put out music with, but it really worked well. But by not putting on made us kind of build a more kind of a better structure for the song. It wasn't just some loose thing that started and ended like a big jam. It's got a good structure, this song.
I remember.
Originally, it had more drums in it.
It's drumming right
Drums.
now.
Yeah, it comes in a minute, doesn't it?
But then we cut it back.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
There is drumming right now.
How was that?
Just to give it more impact.
And then when it comes in,
Yeah. So it didn't feel like a repetition of the same thing.
yeah,
Probably it's a
but
good
it
trick.
worked really well.
There's one way to describe this. I always say it's a yearning song. You know, when it gets really emotional at the end, it's like wow. And it feels like I wish we could have played it more live because it's a really good track. We could have been used a bit more.
I remember being annoyed when I was recording it that it never sounded like we wanted it to.
No, that's why I'm probably low.
Coming back to it now, it's quite good.
Yeah, I love the structure. I think it's like a drop D tuning of the guitars, especially mine. Yeah, I love the song. It takes a while to get into it. Is it now?
I think
It's the playoff. It's the playoff between the Glock and the piano. I think it's
Yeah.
That's what I think.
really catches the ears.
That's a proper yearning to it. I think yesterday, because I think you saw the tweet I put out yesterday, Simon. I was getting a little bit emotional listening back to this, and it was this song I got to, and I was like, listening back to music you put out years ago is a weird experience. It feels both really happy and really sad. Because you're happy you did it, but you're sad both that time's kind of encapsulated, and you can't go back into that room where we're just recording, you know. And it feels like, but you got to move forward and things, but you got to accept it. But anyway, no grave but C next.
Oh, nerd alert! Before you move on, the Glock parts. There's 2 Glock parts at the end that are in a polyrhythm, 4/3. Before all the cool kids were doing it. On
All the cool kids are doing polyrhythms these days.
I'm trying to think of some cool kids that would be doing that now.
No.
Move on. Okay. No grave but C. This song. Oh, by the way, I hear Miss Afford. If you want to know where the name came from, it's not actually lifted from anywhere. It was just that I was watching Stephen King's It, the original TV version, and the girl had a catapult, and she just hit something, with a little metal, and it just came into me. I hit, I miss, I fall. That was it. So it's from Stephen King's It. So it's got no relation to how emotional the song is. It's just odd. No grave but C. Anyone got any memories of recording or playing or anything?
Yeah, I tried about 7 different bass guitars on this because I couldn't get the bass right on it. And it's flat wound strings on a Music Man that I borrowed from someone in Liverpool.
Now, Sean, I was trying to remember if we already had this song before you.
Yes.
Or not. Did we?
Yeah.
Because the bass line does sound like something I would do. Just very simple, like do. Because I used to write them out for Phil.
The bass line.
I used to have bass tabs, didn't I?
Yeah, this first bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when we changed the chorus bit,
I wouldn't know what to do for that. Yeah.
Arpeggios.
Yeah. Did we play this live a lot?
I don't remember we did, John.
It's one of my favourites to play live from this album, this song.
If it's a song where it has a quiet start and then a loud end, we played it live. Definitely.
I do. It's got some cool stops in this song.
Yeah.
That always worried me. If we're going to play it live, make sure everyone's looking at each other. Can you hear everyone?
I've listened to this one a lot this week. I think it's a really good recording. Really tidy.
What got me wanting to do this chat actually is I think it was because me and Justin were testing some live stream of listening to the album, and we were just commenting on the side. And I don't think we both were on this track and going, "Wow!" But at the end, wow, where did that come from? It's really melodic.
This fits your bass line. It wasn't on a bass though. I think it was on Reason probably somehow.
Yeah.
Not actually on bass.
Also, by the way, can we just say this point? Reason is good. Everyone laughs when they go. Lindsay's just jumped in and said, "Hi everyone." Oh, hello, hey everyone. Hey Lynn. I liked Reason back in the day. I also used to use Cakewalk or Cool Edit Pro, which isn't a thing anymore. I think it's something else.
No, it's not normal.
I remember really liking that riff. Drop D as well. I think you can hear it in the drum. There's a good dueling parts with me and you after this initial bit.
Yeah. Best tune.
You can play along there, Sean.
Yeah, that's good. What was that?
Is John going to play along?
I remember this in live, in a live situation, or when we were in the practice room as well. This was on the live.
Yeah, let's get
loud. Oh, yes, let's get loud, yeah.
This is probably the one that we put broke the health and safety rules.
Yeah.
And I will say at this point, we're going to talk about being loud, but we used to share our room with Pete's band and Tone Puppets, we talked about before. And we kind of pushed them out because of our recording processes, because we fill the room with stuff. And I always feel a bit bad about that, but we would never have got this music out.
No, I remember one time, did they bring a diagram of the room with a big line down the middle? He's staying there.
Oh, really? We should have used that as an album cover. That would have been brilliant. Yeah, that part is good.
Justin being noisy there.
Yeah.
And that's probably why I can't hear very well out my left ear.
Yeah, I'm going to blame it on you as well.
It's either that or
The gigs, I think, when we were on tiny stages. Remember that Sound City one?
the wooden block.
Wooden block. I love this part. Really melodic.
All three of it.
As it goes up and down. That's really nice to listen back to. Oh, Lindsay, you've missed I hate to miss for the chat. You can go back to it when the stream's finished. One of the things I did like, what we did quite a bit, we finished songs really well. We'd always have like extra little parts, like
This bit, yeah.
there's always like another little riff or something that comes out to play it out. It didn't just fade out and go. We always had an ending.
I always remember being very happy to get to this point. To have not messed up, because it's quite busy.
Yeah.
Part at the end.
That's what I'm like with every song.
Yeah, I was just saying.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it?
I mean, I've got to admit, a lot of the songs where we get to this point, I'm looking down at my pedals going, okay, what do I do next? What have I got to change? What have I got to tune? And I think every band's probably like that. Okay. Skyways.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Right.
Yeah, how do we start on this one?
The big
Apart
thing
from-
the one standout memory for some reason I have of recording this was because I had to switch from flick sticks to proper sticks about halfway through. But because the change was so quick, I'd hold them both. And I remember trying to not make too much noise when I dropped the flick sticks.
Breathe.
We recorded this one live, didn't we? This is completely as was.
Wow.
Recorded this one in the room.
We actually did another version of this live, but without you, Sean, later on. Yeah, so we actually did another version later on.
Did Sean stand up in the other version?
That was actually, I always like that though, that he sat down.
Yeah.
With this.
That was because it was recorded at the end.
Yeah.
I needed to do that.
Oh,
And I
you
couldn't
did
do it
too?
standing up.
I like that. This was like, it was a great one to play live, but it was also one that kind of tested the audience, because if they were into it, everyone was quiet. If they weren't, you could hear chattering. And now I think, what would it be like now? Would people just be on the phones? You know?
I think often it would start off with a bit of chattering, wouldn't it? But then as the song progresses, everyone's into it, kind of thing.
No, you're right. You're right.
When it gets to a certain point, you don't care.
Yeah,
Ridiculously loud.
it's really loud. You don't hear this one coming, do you? You think it's just going to be nice and
Best song of the album for me.
This was used on some guy in Canada or America made a video. Did he?
Oh,
About
yeah,
this
it's
thing?
brilliant. That video.
Yeah, so it was like a desk in a forest, wasn't it?
yeah. Well, that was great. That I totally forgot about that. I'll have to try not. I wonder if that's on the official YouTube channel for Minion TV. Have a look after the stream, maybe.
How did this version of it start? Because you had Skyways, didn't you?
Right.
Before
So my memory of it is that we had this version, the other version, and every time we started playing it more and more, but we started getting frustrated because because the other songs that we were starting to write felt really organic, and the other one, because it came from earlier before, it was like it felt out of place. So we started jamming it a little bit more around the edges.
I
think
think
so what it was.
me and Barry. Barry was playing his piano part. 'Cause it's the same piano part, is it, as was on the original one?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And then I think I played along with him, and then
Yeah, I remember about it.
people entered the room and started playing along in that style. I think.
And what I do like about it is that on the original, I had this riff, which is about now, and that was way more prominent in the original. But on this, kind of made you look to it, and it was kind of like as soon as this happened, it was all going to kick off. We kind of used that as a milestone to get to, and the whole thing feels organic. If they were chattering, I'd be grumbling under my breath. Oh, that's brilliant. That's lovely.
I was.
And we got another one for them. It was beautiful to hear this live. Yeah, thank you. It's like weird. You want to just listen to it, don't you know?
You've got to hear it where it comes in there.
It's hard for us to listen to it together. It's got to be the first time we've heard it live, apart from playing it.
I remember playing this at the last gig that we played with Sean.
Before he went over the one.
Is that Mellow Mellow?
Oh, not that one. No, not that one.
Manchester was last gig.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
I remember that. Was quite sad, actually. Yeah. I remember thinking, why are you going? What's the point? And then you went out with the kid and all that. It's like, all right.
The music's making everyone a bit emotional now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why did you leave?
So let's move on to the next track. Which, do you know what? There was just it's a really good combination here. We had Skyways and then Marla comes in.
Marla.
Yeah.
Oh, Marla.
We stopped playing this one because we had Sleeper and we were kind of not similar. You not hear this?
I can hear it, yeah. It's loud.
Is that loud? Yeah. So yeah, we stopped playing this because we had She's a Sleeper. And I think those were kind of similar. Even though we should have started playing this a bit more, I think. It's got a really cool
the middle bit of this.
The middle bit is a cool song.
This is another one that when we were coming up to recording it, I was a bit worried. It's a tiring song to play, so it's always one that I thought I've got to nail it.
I love the drumming that you do.
Yeah, the drumming's fantastic. Was this hard to write? Do you remember? It was. I don't remember being too hard to write, even though it's kind of complicated. It's got complicated parts, but it felt really fun, and it was a kind of organic process, the way it all kind of slot together. You know, as soon as we got the parts, we knew the song. You know.
Yeah,
I seem to remember it coming together pretty quickly.
Yeah,
it's a rock song, isn't it?
I had the riff. I had the riff for years. It was one of those. Well, you know, you have a riff that you just can't do anything with, and for some reason,
it's baseline to your riff in that first practicing crash or the old elevator. There's a version of it on the email somewhere.
Wow, love to get that back.
That kind of.
If you've got any old videos or any old demos or anything, by the way, do send me them because I'm trying to make the YouTube channel into a kind of, you know, I want to say memoriam, you know, a remembrance, a place of remembrance. So yeah, anything like that's interesting. I've got some like short clips of some of the gigs we've played, which are quite good, even though they're low quality. It's good to look back. This part is cool. I love how this stops at the end.
It's similar to Take a Bullet.
Yeah, the ending's pretty cool in this. Although I think I'm gonna say something that I wish we would have done. The ending, I wish it stopped dead.
Stopped dead. Yeah.
Yeah, but this last night, and Justin, you're like, just go. You're not gonna agree or disagree, are you?
Just press stop when it gets to that point, or
you got the option there.
Magic roundabout bit.
We should have
both.
Magic roundabout.
Yeah, this is like I used to put this together with videos of like zombie montage films, zombies. It kind of had that 28 Days Later kind of soundtrack feel.
I can't remember what pedal I used.
Do you remember?
To get
that
this
sound.
Definitely
the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Is it the Chaos Pad?
No, it's all distortion.
That's cool. That part's really cool. And that's just a little build-up, and then drums. That's it. I do love my guitar part on this as well, to go a bit crazy. I remember trying to record it about 50 times though. Just trying to get it crazy enough. It is a little bit Johnny Greenwood-esque.
Yeah. The homage.
Yeah, homage.
I'm exhausted just listening to it.
We're old enough.
I always remember it being a sweaty one at gigs.
Yeah.
It used to go down really well at gigs. We've got that. There's a video on the official MINIONTV YouTube channel. I was playing this at New Path, the very, very first New Path about Leaf. of this, and it went down really well.
Oh, was that it? Oh, the one in Leaf, yeah.
You can just see behind people's heads.
Yeah,
Well
I've
known
got
fact.
really vivid
I've
memories of
got
that.
really long hair on that one, like down here. It's crazy.
I'm playing organ on this bit.
Oh yes,
When I mixed it, it needed something else, so I put an organ on it.
Baz. That's another reason I think we used to play this, because Baz didn't have that much to do on this one, but on
not
She's
really, no.
Asleep, you were very much a big
You
part
like
of
it?
She's, She's Asleep had a really good keyboard part. So Daggers Lily, no, go back. So Marla the Big Tourist, if you didn't know, the name came from Fight Club. It was the character Marla. Daggers Lily.
It's probably one of my favourites, Lily, I would say. It's probably one of the most ambitious, technically, as well, isn't it? You know, so.
That is the word, ambitious. Traumatizing would be the word that comes to Simon and the rest of us when recording his parts for the middle drum part. I always say I can. Like Ringo Starr said, he learned how to play chess on Sgt. Pepper's. I completed Peggle when Simon was recording his drum parts on this song.
I listened back to it and I thought it's not an easy thing to get right.
Oh, no. And we did it all in one take? No, we didn't.
Got about 20 sessions.
Oh, we didn't.
But it isn't edited. There's no editing in the drum part. It is
One take.
one whole take.
Yeah.
Is that because we didn't know how to do that then?
Well, I think it was. There's too much going on for you to clip parts.
Yeah.
We didn't agree with doing that either, did we?
I remember coming up with the intro guitar part there, like on the day. I think Sean, you said we need something there, and I didn't have it. I was just playing chords at that point, and I went, "Oh, let's do this," and I did it in one go. I didn't have a proper bit.
So I was just working my arse off on the drums, and you were winging it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So a bit of history to this song. I made a demo which I called Lily Pop Song Demo, which is on the demo Demons and Rarities. It's a very simple version of this, but I really like it. It's quite cute.
Great.
I like it a lot. And we had different versions of it which we couldn't do anything with, but then we were in Crash, and to be honest, we were on the verge of splitting up before we had this session because we were a bit frustrated about where we were going.
I remember the session.
It was Barry, me and you, and probably because me and you have been arguing, but we just jammed out the part of this song in an organic way, and we put some cameras up, and I remember showing you asking if we had a video of that, and I wish we did, and we made pretty much this. And we were like, okay, this is the direction. It felt like that was the sign of where to go, where to move forward. And it was insanely ambitious. When we played it live, I thought people were either going to love it or, walk out. And it was
Let the both.
tough song to play live. Because I remember when we played in maybe the Mask or whatever it was years ago. And halfway through this, especially when Simon comes in with the middle part, I couldn't hear anything else, and it's a really hard part to play along with. And I remember just like, I don't know what the audience heard that day, but I knew one of our amps blew up or something.
I remember the big thing about playing this live though was that the sets you were getting on a lot of venues just weren't long enough to play this.
No,
you didn't have enough time left then.
I mean, this is 10 minutes 25.
10 minutes.
Yes, Lindsay just said it was where I'm an amazing drumming. It's true. That drumming part in the middle, it's so emotive. It's oh god. And when we recorded it, like, wasn't there an issue with the drums at the end? What was? Because there's a part where we cut the drums out, and I think you came in one session and we took drums out, and you went, "Why have you taken the drums at the end?" Yeah, what was that? Because it sounds great now.
Change of
it's more subdued now, isn't it, at the end? And I like that. It's like
the big bit in the middle. So we had so many songs where the big bit was at the end. Decided this one could just be sort of a melancholic ending.
Kind of watch out, slightly explosions in the sky style.
I'm never precious about my drum parts staying in. You know,
no one knows what to say there.
It's gonna make the song better.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
Because you asked, the big bit was in the middle, wasn't it? The big drum bit was in the middle, so it just dies out at the end.
All these like little parts here, I remember being like little tiny parts in the demo, and it was just how you got to them.
I don't know how we put it together, to be honest.
It's the only song where we've got vocoded on, maybe.
That's
I
another one.
I had to mix it very quickly because we gave a deadline, didn't we, that we were going to release it, and this was the last one we were recording. So I spent hours in the room mixing it, and I think it's better for it. You didn't overthink it.
So the lyrics were about Lily Allen, mainly, because the song was about Lily Allen, weirdly enough, because she was on like the Great Fat Quiz of whatever, whenever In Rainbows came out by Radiohead. 2007. So that's when I got the name. Wow. Okay. So she was talking about how dumb Radiohead were for doing this pay what you want price thing, which, as we all know, is like how every band does it. And I remember just being angry at it. It was stupid. And I was just like, "Urgh." And then he said, "Oh, you've thrown daggers at Lily there." And I was like, "Oh, daggers at Lily. That's a nice title. Write that down." And then I started writing angry lyrics about it. And if Lily Allen, if you're watching, sorry. I was a kid, but it was like your bones will break.
Yeah.
Your body shakes. That was a little Lily, not you. I don't know that.
It's a song about killing Lily Allen.
It's just yeah. But it doesn't sound like that. It's like, you know, Every Breath You Take. I'm not saying our song is as good as Every Breath You Take or whatever, but that's a stalk song. Everyone sees it as a kind of, you know, emotional song, but it's really about stalking someone. This is kind of got that element to it. It's, yeah. The drums there. Yeah, I remember hiding behind an amp. You were. I don't think I've ever seen you angry until that day. You were actually really angry. You probably broke some sticks then as well. Then we used to collect the sticks as well and put them in the holes in the walls.
That was really handy. That I was just doing that myself. Yeah, they snap sticks and hang cables on them.
And then it goes. So we'll move on to the next track because we could listen to that all because there's another 5 minutes of it left, probably.
I remember when I did that drum take.
Oh, sorry,
that was a lot of different takes put together. The ego part, because it's Justin playing in harmony with himself. So I took different takes. They worked.
What was you going to say, Si?
I was just saying. I remember when I got that drum take right.
Yeah.
Trying to then stay quiet when I'd finished it. Everyone in the room was trying to, so we let all the cymbals ring out, and then stop the recording. He's like, "Oh my god!"
Has anyone got any memories of Robot Meets Girl?
Probably, one of the best to play live. One of the most fun live songs. This, I think, always did really, really well. I think
it's an odd one because it's like. It's kind of a simple song if you think about it. Like as a musician, it's just E minor. Like just play that.
But it goes kind of crazy at the end, doesn't it? And, you know, everyone's distorted and blah blah blah.
Fiddling with knobs.
It's the reason you buy guitar pedals for this song, really, wasn't it? It was like, you know, do what you want with it. I remember the last gig we did, which was that Casimir one, and we announced this is our last song. This one, and they came up and went, "No, you've got to play more." So we just said, like, just play it like twice as long or something. The end part where Sean and Simon kind of look at each other, which I always used to like, to kind of say where it was going to end. There was some kind of communication going on with you guys. I don't seem to remember.
Not end, it's the start, isn't it? It's this bit.
It's the start. There's a part at the end though. I'm sure there's a part at the end as well where you go like this. I just remember the head movement. Nothing beats that communication you can have with playing with musicians live. I remember the part in Battleship, Simon, where there's a part where I go. Loved it. This is a good song, though.
Mixing this was interesting because mixing this was.
Did you?
Who's going? Mixing this was interesting because mixed in the normal way. Because it's just guitars battling, it didn't sound right. So I gave you a mix where the guitars were panned left and right, and you initially hated it.
Is this where I didn't like it, and then you showed me one of the Beatles mixes, and I was like, all right, okay.
That was the drums. The drums at the start panned hard left.
Yeah.
So they sound like an instrument on their own, not an over.
That's
over everything.
Yeah, that is unusual. I like it though.
Yeah.
The name comes from when place where me and Barry used to work. We used to put and Justin, we used to put on bugs for games, and someone we used to know put a bug in, and it's supposed to say "boy meets girl," but it said "bot meets girl."
Boss, yeah,
I just remember thinking that's cool, but like "bot meets girl," then it became.
And we were going to just call it "Bot Meets Girl." I mean, I don't think it was just to do with like, no, it's got to be robot.
What sounds like?
I remember that.
My bottom just met a girl. Don't get away with that. Yeah. It was the one that you're going to walk away with your ears ringing if you're watching.
Yeah, like the whole crowd.
Yeah. But I suppose our gigs kind of worked well on that because we had the softer side of Skyways and Ghosts and things like that. And then you had this to appease the people who just want loud sounds. You know?
It's a big finish, isn't it? I mean, you can't say it isn't.
I remember when we first came up with it, I was on a little MIDI keyboard or something in the corner and I was messing around with 2 notes, yeah. So I was sitting down and I don't think I was really feeling that session, and I just went, I'm just going to go on this, because sometimes you get bored of being on your instrument that you know playing. I just played the E to F or whatever it is. Simple riff. Oh, I think me and someone else used to argue about who came up with the riff. I can't remember who it was. We used to argue about that for years. So I mean, me and Sean or me and Justin, I can't remember. But I remember being on the keyboard doing it. Anyone else got any more memories of this song? Recording it? I don't remember recording it.
In the end, which used to go for hours.
Oh god, yeah. Oh, I do like there's some kind of like woo, woo. That sound I quite really like. Which we're not going to get to because it's how long are we? That's pretty good. Like damn, I love that as well. But we're going to move on to the next track. So don't burn the house down. This wasn't going to be on the album originally. I remember that. It was kind of a last minute entry. Maybe we were thinking of putting yardsticks on it instead.
Was this our second ever sync that we got? And it was used on something like Dr. Phil.
Oh yeah, one of those. 16 and Pregrins, Dr. Phil.
Yeah, and Hollyoaks as well.
My life's a mess or something. I don't know, one of those.
Yeah, the Hollyoaks sync
was it at a funeral at someone who died in a house fire on Hollyoaks?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, it was Hollyoaks and the house that burnt down.
How did they come up with that one?
No, they must have just Googled house burnt down song.
Apparently, you saw our song and wrote the scene around it.
Yeah. But it was a really good sync though, because it's pretty much the entire song. You know, it's a good 6 minutes or whatever it is.
Wow. I've no idea where the title came from. It's just one of those silly. It's like a Ringo title. You say something wrong and you go, oh. But it sounds kind of cute. It's good lyrics on this as well. You and me are singing on this.
Oh yeah. What were the lyrics?
Before everything else.
Yeah.
I think it was one of the first ones.
Yeah, we record this in the other practice room.
Yeah.
I remember walking out and to the bus stop, and this song was in my head, and I wrote some lyrics down. I was like, "Don't go chasing new hearts" or something
Waterfalls.
like that. Don't go chasing new hearts. Oh, it's not something like oh yeah, don't go sending postcards. It's probably gonna come up in a minute, but it's probably too long.
Some of the best Ebo we've got, I think.
Yeah, the Ebo's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I think I played this on your guitar. I've got that memory of playing this part on the guitar on your Gresh, which was really odd. No, on the
black one.
The other black one, yeah. Which was just felt odd, but that's nice, isn't it? Because if you think about where this came from, we had a rocky version of this song, but when you just strip it down to this, it just sounds so much better.
There is a version of it with distortion in it.
It was a bit where it went. Yeah.
That was played at the first gig.
Yeah. The very first gig, which you can find on the official YouTube channel for MINIONTV.
Wow.
I want to get to the vocal.
Yeah, the Ebo. Yeah.
Ebo comes in now.
Next time, and it's a mix song. It's a bit like that.
It's really good.
You've seen Dr. Phil now, can't you?
My life's a mess.
Wasn't an American drug rehab program?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, rehab with someone, and it was Axl Rose's wife or something, wasn't it?
Axl Rose's gardener.
Celebrity Rehab.
Yeah, Celebrity Rehab it was.
Got there in the end. We all knew it.
I've got a copy of it still, you know.
That sounds like a cheerful program.
It's that bad. So we'll try and put it on the.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
If we reverse it, YouTube might not pick it up. It's copyright.
Okay.
Unless they're listening.
Nobody's listening.
Yeah, it just reminds me of being in that first crash room one we had. And Sean, I think it might be the first or second time we went there. Here we go. It's nice. It's the only song we have lyrics on, apart from the vocoder stuff. It's nice.
I like the space in it.
Yeah. Postcards. It's not like the movies, things change if you leave me or something like that. No idea. It sounded right.
I forgot that it had lyrics.
I remember it. You both forgot.
You've listened to this loads of times recently, so this cat, you would have known.
It's my alarm.
Maybe the worst alarm.
A lullaby to get you up. But anyway, I'm going to stop the screen. Does that actually stop that? Can you still hear that music?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can because we're in the same room with. Right, so done track names. The only thing I've got left to do is Q&A, but nobody asked any questions. I've got.
We've got that one, haven't we?
We've got that one. But if anyone wants to ask us any questions while we're going through these, please throw them up on screen and we'll answer them. We'll try our best anyway. So we got one from Matt, wasn't it? Is there going to be a 10th anniversary remastered? No. No, we're not.
So we don't...
I don't even know where the master. Who's got the master?
We're not remastering it. We're re-recording it in its entirety.
Yeah, we're going to do the whole thing again.
I'll still have them somewhere, definitely. But
yeah, you still got an old PC, Barry, with all the old stuff on? Because Sean, you actually messaged me a while ago. Ask Barry.
Well, I'll certainly have a look. Whenever I get rid of a computer, I just keep the hard drive, So I've got hard drives going back years.
Wow. Well, I don't know why we get there. Is that? I don't know if that appeases you, Sean. You can maybe get these hard drives. Or maybe we'll have a look for these hard drives. So this is the whole point of us. We're not doing an anniversary version. We're celebrating by just getting together because, truth be told, we don't see each other that much, really, do we? I mean, I don't even see Barry that much nowadays. I don't work with Barry anymore, and I see him maybe once a week, if that. I don't see Sean at all. I see Simon once or twice a year, maybe. I see just quite a bit now because mainly over podcasting over the
we
internet.
just converse over Twitter mainly, don't
we? Mainly, yeah. Our relationship nowadays.
But we'll be doing this every Saturday now, won't we? So.
going through the whole thing again.
Yeah.
But I just thought it'd be nice for us to get back to kind of, I've got this YouTube channel with everything we've ever done on it, kind of thing. I'm trying to build up all the little memories, and I thought this is a nice way to kind of celebrate that we, 10 years ago we came together and made something quite special, and just get off again. And you don't have a cry, But yeah, I couldn't think of anything else we would be a good idea to do. We could have done the anniversary special, but truth be told, we make all that effort, and maybe one person will be like, "Yeah, it's all right."
That makes it all worthwhile, doesn't it?
That's it. But the other question I wanted to ask, I've got a couple here. So, favorite and least favorite track on the album, and why? And I'm going to give this one to Simon first.
So we all have to answer.
Yeah. So everyone else can think.
I think least favourite's difficult because it.
Yeah.
Or the one that you got, you said before, you forgot "Take a Bullet" exists. So.
Yeah, but I like that song. Now I've listened back to it. I'd just forgotten about it, but now I listen back to it, and it's a great song. I think the one for me would be, I'm sorry everyone, would be "Don't Burn the House Down," because I don't feel like I have a connection to that song.
Yeah,
because it was kind of a whole finished piece before I arrived, and I think there might be a tom on it somewhere, and that's about it. I think.
There is, yeah. Yeah, there is. Truth be told, when you've been listening to this album, come up to this, do you get to like that track and switch off?
Yeah.
So no, don't listen to the album.
But I think though, in all honesty, I think my favourite one is "We Are Ghosts."
Wow. Okay, that's
I
cool.
always loved the way it built at the beginning and came in. I find it very uplifting, that song.
We Are Ghosts. So We Are Ghosts.
And I absolutely love the bass sound in it as well. We stick together, the rhythm section.
Get it. So Simon's favourite track was We Are Ghosts, and his least favourite is Don't Burn the House Down. He hates that track.
He said it's disgusting.
He shivers when he listens to it.
Yeah, I actually vomited a bit when you put it on earlier.
So same question to you, Justin, because you'd haven't had time to think, and I quite like it. So your least favourite track on the album and your favourite track on the album?
Skyways is my favourite track.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Like it the most.
I like it the most, and
You liked it the most.
the fondest memories of playing it and playing it with you guys.
Yeah.
You know, I think it works really well for everyone on it. And least favourite? I don't know. I don't really.
I do like the least favourite question. You have to pick a song that we don't like.
Oh, all right, great. So you're just going to leave me?
Simon just came straight out with it.
Simon straight.
Yeah, he had it queued up.
Simon,
should we do that question about band members now?
Simon, you started the answer with your least favourite straight in there. Like everyone.
Well, I did voice my. I didn't like.
I know you did.
You haven't even finished asking the question before you answered.
I was just going to bring that up anyway. If you didn't know.
What about you? Least favourite? Come on.
Probably. I don't know. No, Lily.
Lily, bro.
What? You know, anyone going to be like, what?
It's the one that I don't listen to.
Wow.
He doesn't play distorted guitar on it, does he? So.
Oh, that's really why. All right, okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Barry.
Okay, so my favourite's probably Lily, to be honest. I mean, I like loads of them for various different reasons, but as I say, it's the most ambitious in a sense, and it's almost like a story in itself. It's just this 10-minute epic long thing, so I really love it. I know it's a difficult thing to record now, but so my least favourite, and this is going to be controversial now, because I do actually love the song, but no, not Mahler at all. I think that always went down really well.
Battleship.
Probably the one, Battleships. Yeah, I enjoyed playing that the least because we played it so much, I think, and that's the only reason. And it's silly to say because it's probably our biggest song, and it's a great song, and I love.
Was that Our Creep? Was it?
Yeah, sort of, isn't it? You know,
the wooden block.
All right, and then Sean.
Least favourite at the time, Hit Miss.
Least, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
At the time, because it was a nightmare to record. Nothing sounded right, but I love it now. So, favourite to play Mahler because of the magic
That's
roundabout.
not a scouse then. I like the scousism. Mahler.
The magic roundabout bit in the middle.
Mahler. Oh yeah, I like that bit. Yeah.
Recording, Take a Bullet.
Your favourite?
Favourite recording.
Oh, recording.
Best sounding one on the album. Because Justin's work on that. Favourite song, Lily or Skyways? Best song, I think. That's the thing for me. I'm going to go start with the favourite, which is I'm torn between Skyways and Lily. I think Skyways is from seeing where it came from and what it got to. That was like the epitome of what MINIONTV was. We were able to kind of just, take something and churn it into something quite beautiful, and that was like so good, especially playing that live. Lily was also showed the future of where we were going. Like, you look at our next release, like Arecibo, Lily kind of encapsulates some of the experimentation like we kind of went into, and I like that. So I'm torn between Lily and Skyways, but if I'm going to pick, I'm probably going to say Lily because of, again, what Barry said. It's so ambitious, and I can't believe we did that. Looking back, one so best together on that.
Yeah. My least favorite on the album, in a weird way, I've got to say, and I'm probably going to agree with you about Battleships.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it's a bad song, I love it, but it's one I've heard so much I don't really need to listen to again. Where I always find something new in the others. But I will say about Battleships, it's the one song I do miss playing live, because every time we played it live, I always say, I wonder if this is going to be the last time I play Battleships, and it always made me feel sad.
Strange.
Just leaving a little bit of gap.
No, it's
Always reflect on that. I felt a bit sad, and like I've played it with just me, Simon, and Barry. We got together and did a little jam, and that was quite nice. And didn't feel like we missed anyone. So
it was better.
Yeah, it's better. We're going to re-record it again.
Well, I could never hear anyone else anyway.
Yeah, not as good.
My next question was going to be best or worst song to play live, but I don't know if you've already covered that with your answers, or if you want to reflect on that.
I always love playing Robot Me to Go live.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Is that a good one to kind of expel all of your energy because you know it's the last song? You can just throw everything at it as a drummer.
Yeah, I suppose so. It would be tricky if you played Battleships, then Marla, and then that. You know.
Is it that one where we've got a picture of him?
Oh yeah.
Do you still have 6 or 4?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've got that. Was Steve taking a picture?
Yeah, Steve took
some amazing photos, but some great photos of you, like ferocious looking, like animal.
Yeah.
If no one you think you were just angry and you're going to eat them. But yeah, those ones probably. I can imagine it.
Drumming's quite a cathartic experience.
Yeah.
Anyone else? With a lot more stress these days.
Favorite or worst song to play live?
No. Skyway good when the sound was good.
Yeah,
Skyway. Some better than others when we were in the zone. Skyway.
Yeah. That was a good one to look around at each other and be like, yeah, I get this. This is lovely, you know.
You know, one of the big reasons for being in a band was to make someone cry.
Yeah, it worked. We all cried.
We used to say that, like that was the main aim, and I think out of all the songs, if one was going to do it, it was going to be Skyways.
Yeah.
It goes from being sad to being angry sad.
Yeah. It's not a fist in the air song, is it? It's like it's the same way kind of like Hit Miss Fall is. If you listen to that on the album, there's kind of, I would say it's an emotional yearning you get from it. You know,
I found it emotional.
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The worst song for me to play live, probably looking at the list, was Lily. Because I loved it, and I don't know if it ever worked live. It probably did, but I was just scared.
Play it?
Probably twice. No, probably more.
Yeah.
I'm just going to name other songs that we played live because we played Dial a couple of times, maybe from over the EP. But off the album, Lily was the one I thought, it was stressful, and it also took up a massive section of your set list. If you had an hour.
Never felt like a live track, that one.
No.
That felt more like a studio track.
You're right. Definitely.
Kind of track that people need to know the track before you play it.
Yeah.
New people aren't going to get on board.
Okay, so we can move on to another question if anyone else hasn't got anything about that. We've got, do you also make music in other projects? Well, actually, we do. So Baz and me are in a group called Wired to Follow.
Because you forgot the name. You have to look up.
Because if I want to Wired to Follow, no one's going to get my accent. But if I said Wired to Follow, which I'll just get the YouTube link up I'll put in the comments. Beyond. That should pop up for people.
Yeah, you had a couple of guest stars as well, didn't you?
Yes, well, I was going to get onto that, Simon. I was trying to think about how we start. We started Wired to Follow kind of like in the midst or the end of MINIONTV. We kind of had like a side project going on, and then when MINIONTV kind of like crumbled a little bit, we thought, well, we'll go ahead with this. But basically, it was a live project, and then it's basically a studio project now, isn't it? Now we get together and make EPs now and again. And we've got music, and we have music on TV and stuff like that, haven't we? And with a documentary and all that. So it's really good. Check that out. Simon has appeared on a couple of tracks now, I think.
Yeah, a couple. Yeah.
A couple of tracks.
I couldn't tell you what they were.
I'm just like, I forgot what that was.
It's kind of a jigsaw project, isn't it? We get
Oh,
part.
no. Of course, Cube Alloys, wasn't it?
Cube Alloy.
Which is one of our biggest tracks, and the drums
Yeah.
are amazing. We recorded them in Whitewood, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
God, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
What about that? That's good. Obviously Sean was in it as well. Just remember,
Yeah.
Sean, you were in it from the start.
Oh, yeah.
Why did you remind me?
How many
Sean-
the first 4 releases, wasn't it?
it feels like a completely different project now because because you left.
I left again. Yeah.
Yeah, left again.
Stop believing us, Sean.
But yeah, Sean, myself, and Barry and Simon showed up a couple of times as well, and that's an ongoing project. So do check that out and follow us. Apart from that, Simon, you were in another group called Pocketbook Heroes.
Oh, Pocketbook Heroes, yeah. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah. So what's
with Matt, who commented earlier as well.
Oh yeah, Matt.
Yeah.
You actually put some releases out. You put some releases and recorded at Whitewood.
We had an album out. Yeah.
Did you record on Whitewood?
Yeah, I've not got a link. Have you got a YouTube channel or something? I can just put anything like that. I can find.
It's not YouTube, no, but it's on Bandcamp and stuff. I'm pretty sure.
Bandcamp Pocket Heroes. Oh, okay. I get that. Oh yeah,
it's like I don't know how you
Sound
describe it. Really, it's like dark pop.
You've got pop rock, pop indie, Liverpool.
there are definitely Liverpool sounds in there.
And I've got a solo project, which is just Mr. DJ, but it's my YouTube channel, which I haven't got much music on it, but I've got a whiteboard full of ideas there of the stuff I'm working on, but I'm not going to reveal what it is yet because I haven't started it. But yeah, that's there as well. So the other question, we got another question from Sean. Have you got any music projects going on? Actually, there's another one as well. No, well, that's easy.
That wrapped up.
Justin and I don't know if you guys knew this. Justin and I are getting together just to do some guitar tracks. We haven't started yet, have we?
No, not yet.
But it's going to be in your.
Busy arguing.
Yeah.
Will it be loud guitar tracks?
It's up to Justin. I'm letting him take the reins on it.
I'm going to try and not be loud because I'm going to record it in the house. So, got to keep it quiet.
Have you got a name for this yet? Because it's everything about this is Justin's thing. So I'm saying trying to get him to name it.
I'm just enjoying it. It's just watching you want to
try and get some
take
information.
Control.
I know. You know what? I was just start like this, guys. Do you think I'm a control freak when it comes to projects?
I think you could go through this stream afterwards, watch it, and cut out all the little bits of where you say something control freakish. And
I don't blame you. I think is that Tom Riddle's diary you've got?
Oh, the headphones come out.
So you can't hear what we're saying right now.
all I hear was a Harry Potter reference. I think I'm too old for Harry Potter. Do you get Harry Potter?
Do I get? Yeah.
Do we get it?
Fair enough. But yeah, we've got that project which Justin at the moment it's got a kind of name called Floorboards.
Well,
which is
it doesn't.
Code name Floorboards. I don't know what's going to happen with that. And that's it, isn't it? That's the only musical projects we've got. No links for that. Another question we got from Lindsay was, what was the best gig you ever played?
One of the most enjoyable I can remember, and it might be just because it was the last one, but the Barcelona event.
Yeah, I like that because we got video evidence that we.
Yeah. And it was just really fun, I think.
Yeah, it was a good gig actually.
Mellow.
I always enjoyed mellow gigs.
That's true, me too.
It was just a lovely venue, and there was that new platform where you did over several days.
Oh yeah, the festival. Yeah.
But the weather that weekend was beautiful, and it was just nice.
Yeah,
I can remember one. I think it was. Were we doing like Liverpool Music Festival Fringe or something in there, and it was absolutely rammed the whole way back. It was the one where an old school friend of mine turned up as well. It was a very
I think
strange
there's a video with a couple of tracks.
So packed. And it was always a great atmosphere in there.
Yeah, it was really good.
Do you know what's really odd for me? Because I can't think of the best gigs, but I can think of the worst ones. And the worst one I can think of.
Why would you talk about the worst gigs and the worst songs and things like that?
Be quiet, Barry.
You play the worst songs at the worst gig.
No, it's just the one where we played for Sound City that time. I'm not saying Sound City or anything, but
I know it's great.
do you remember when we had the little tiny stage?
That was funny.
I was worried that we were all going to get like deafened, and I was also worried for Simon because he was in such a little tiny corner.
Didn't you hurt your ankle or something?
It was really precarious to get in and out, and I just went, "Oh, it's over."
Yeah, well, I remember going for a walk, thinking, we should just not do this.
Was that a mask?
Yeah, but we ended up doing it. Because he said we couldn't go on the floor. I'm like, well, we did anyway. I think we just did it anyway, because we had to, because we had so much gear. Didn't make any sense.
Nottingham above a Clinton Cards.
Oh, those gigs were good.
They were really good.
There was one in particular that we did, one of our last gigs, I think, we went to London.
I think about that Nottingham one quite a lot. Because he drove us down and he did some amazing parking. It was hilarious. He managed to get this big car into a space which was essentially the size of his. And I remember just like in an Austin Powers kind of back and forth.
I am getting in this space.
It was beautiful.
I will say again, also about Si with the car, as how good Si is at packing stuff.
Oh, it's got to be done right. I used to not let you do it, didn't I? If anyone got involved, you always got it wrong.
I think all of us are kind of like, oh, we're really bad at the dishes as well, Si. Come round. But you were good. You say it was Lego. It was just like, and we were just like, I didn't want to touch any of your stuff because you had such a good routine of like how you put everything away that we just get away.
That's just autism, that though.
Let's laugh at autism. But yeah,
one of the gigs I always remember, and I think this is the sound was good, and it was quite a funky place. Was the Ruby Lounge?
Yeah,
in Manchester.
Manchester.
Yeah,
like it because it was my last gig.
Was that the one? Was that your last gig? It was a good gig, that.
Yeah. I do remember, I don't know what song.
Stage.
I had like a big Casio keyboard because I was like, and I had like some sample on it, which was Insect number 68. Yeah,
a robot for Rockets.
Was it? No, it wasn't Rockets. It was another song.
It was Rockets.
No, maybe it was Rockets. But I remember listening back to a video and I was like, that was too loud.
Yeah.
It was like, ah! I was like, oh god. So what? That wasn't.
There's another bit on it. The Zanzibar. Was that Sound City or something? And it was packed, but not for people that like bands like us. And they all appeared at the end of Battleships. I remember that.
Oh,
we didn't expect them to like us at all because it was
Tetris
normal bands were on before us.
Yeah.
All their mates cheered for Battleships, so it was quite strange.
Yeah, we had a few cheers for Battleships. Sal just said Tetris Master for a side there.
All right.
I remember London.
I'm rubbish at Tetris, though.
We also had Mellow with Maybe She Will was a good night. Oh God, yeah. I forgot we put that on.
Oh, any Mellow with Muto Leo.
Yeah. Muto Leo gigs were good. They were great.
And when we played the main stage at Mask or whatever it was with So Watch It From Afar.
Yeah.
That was good.
And,
a couple times, I think.
We had a sound guy then as well. Remember Mark came up from here?
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember your friend. Yeah. We also had one of the best sound guys ever. Was John, who passed away a few years ago. He was so good. He was so understanding where other people weren't. Especially with my stuff where I had like the core going through like my own little things, and he was like, "Oh God, we're gonna have to create so much gains." But he sorted it for me, and everyone else was like, "I don't know, whatever."
He did that. The best gig. One of the best gigs was above Leaf, the Japan gig.
Oh yeah.
That was a good gig.
It was a good gig.
Yeah, we played an unreleased song there.
Ex Post Facto.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that. It was good.
Did we?
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. I just heard, did we?
Good lord. I'm going to have to go and find that one and remind myself.
Favourite gigs, though?
Saturday we played in London on Super Saturday.
Super Saturday?
Yeah,
That?
London Olympics.
Oh, yeah. Was
Yeah.
that at
What's that mean?
White?
I don't remember the Carousel or something like that. The gig was.
Or the Urban Bar, maybe? Or Carnival.
Carnival, that was
Yes, that was good. Is that where we had a
we
big
got a
behind us, maybe? And I used someone else's amp? That would make me buy a new amp because I thought, oh, this is nice. And the amp I bought wasn't very good.
we got a really nice write-up from that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was lovely weather and I don't know.
Nice venue. It was a nice
Great
venue.
Britain had won a bunch of golds down the road and Mo Farrow, and it was Super Saturday. It was good.
Sports?
Yeah, it was good. And then we drove back, and the drive backs from London were tough,
Yeah.
but fun.
Fun? Yeah, they were fun. I like them.
You remember?
Yeah, Alec. Yeah.
Alec driving us in that big van
Yeah.
thing.
Or
Have like a squirrel on the side or something.
Mike Mooney's big fan.
Yeah.
Mike Mooney's, yeah. I don't know if you still got that. That was-
It's the nursery. It was the nursery's van, which is about 400 yards that way.
Oh,
from my
okay.
house.
That's funny,
That's
isn't it?
where where
What?
Bentham is.
That way.
Oh,
The van.
it's in the van now.
They don't own it anymore, though. It was his ex-wife's parents, wasn't it, who owned it?
Oh, how do you remember
Yeah,
that?
it's funny, that van, wasn't it?
I drove his van to London once as well, and
Did
decided to set off in the middle of the night from the venue before the sat nav, as was in those days, got the signal. So we ended up going through Trafalgar Square and past the Ritz and down the embankment.
I didn't know any of that.
On the way out of London.
It's another thing. And so I Watched You From Afar was the first time I saw you. Great gig too. We actually played with them a couple of times, and they were so really nice guys. Like because they were quite big. They're probably bigger now, obviously. But I remember being really down to earth, like coming over chatting and all that stuff.
I remember having to lend the drummer my stool because he snapped his in the sound check.
Does anyone else want to talk about that? What a sample! I know. Old humour. But yeah, I did like playing with those guys, but I'm like notoriously bad at talking to people who, especially if they're kind of like a little bit famous, whatever. I'm like, Simon, you're really good at talking to people. You go over and chat to them, and before you know, your Facebook friends and
just people at the end of the day, aren't they? And we're all there to do the same thing, and we were usually quite similar because that's who you got built with. So that was a good thing about Watching From Afar was we had the same fans.
Yeah.
So people who were going to watch them did come early to watch us as well.
Yeah. What about that, Sean?
We basically sent Simon to talk to people, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes,
Knew it would be a good outcome, and stopped Justin.
The big boys want to talk to us, Simon. You go talk to the big boys.
Sending Justin to talk to them.
Just send Uncle
Because
Simon.
they would be freaked out.
Oh. Last question, I suppose. I didn't want to put this on because I don't know how it's going to go. But do you reckon we'll ever do anything under the MINIONTV umbrella name ever again?
No.
I was going to do that. I would never say never.
So we're starting with you, Barry.
Well, honestly, I would like to. And I mean that, so. So, yes.
Maybe clothing range.
What's that?
Clothing range.
All right. Yeah, maybe.
Soft furnishings.
It's weird because this is not like, because when Sean left, we obviously got a new bassist in Andy, who he was brilliant, like for the last projectionist stuff, and Arecibo as well. But he was in another band. He joined another band, and last time I saw them, he seemed to be doing all right. I don't know if they're still together, but I suppose we always come back to this lineup, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think you'd want to do anything anymore anyway, Sean, because you're so far away.
Never say never.
Yeah,
Never.
and if it's a one-off thing or whatever, you know.
Because a couple of weeks ago,
5 years ago.
yeah, well, a couple of weeks ago, we did a podcast, our DIY podcast, and we talked about doing this. And I basically said I wanted to do this talk to kind of like end it, or kind of have somewhere that it ends, just for the YouTube channel, to, you know, for posterity, for the future, and go, and that's it. But then you start thinking when you listen to the music, oh, it was really good, wasn't it?
You don't end anything just for the
No.
sake of ending it.
And that's
Like, if
never
Genesis can reform, we can.
I've never, and I don't think any of you guys have ever. I've never gone on social media and said MINIONTV have stopped. I've never seen the point. I mean, I think people think naturally we have anyway. And, you know, but I've
We can
always
just tell them it's
he's
really
sleeping.
difficult writing this new album.
Roses, yeah. But, like for me,
Guns N' Roses.
I don't know. Like, what do you think? What gigging wise? I don't know if I can be bothered doing that anymore.
I never want to gig
Like,
again.
it's not that amp, you know. It's like I don't want to lift it ever again, you know. But like playing music, if you were in like a studio and everyone was already set up and it was just like sitting down and going, well, let's record this or something like that. There's some maybe.
It's
I don't
about
know.
making time. at
Making
the
time,
moment.
and
It's
we're
tough.
notoriously awful at even getting us together. Like, how long ago? What was it last year? I put this idea about us to get together to do this because I knew how bad it would be to get us all in the same virtual room. It's so hard. So it's like that kind of gets in the way. It's probably harder than any other bands, really. I mean, there's loads of us. You know, we've all grown up. Kids. You are?
We had so much stuff.
So much stuff, yeah. Yeah.
It's physical.
But yeah, I don't know. Again, I agree. Never say never. But I don't want to say.
Yeah, physical for me. We've got some things that we wish we'd have recorded and we haven't.
Yeah.
Or if, yeah, I did put that down. I said there's a few tracks that.
Yeah, I think the thing for me is, well, I'd like to do stuff again because A, it was always so much fun, and B, the output was always so good. So you just won at every stage, basically.
Yeah. True. And you know, there's a few songs that we've got that we didn't do. We're pretty good. I don't know what we'd be like if we went in and went, let's try and record them. If we'd be the same people, or I don't know. I'll have to take a listen to them and see.
Sorry to just go back to the gig thing, but I've just had a really funny flashback of when we were coming back from a London gig, and we basically all needed the toilet on the way back. With Mike Mooney, and he pulled over because we could see a light, we could see trees, and we all, I think pretty much all of us, got out, ran to these trees, started relieving ourselves, then realised it was one line of trees. That was it. There wasn't a forest. It was just a line of trees. And on the other side of the trees was a slip road coming from another road. And cars came and just locked us up. We were all just standing there.
That would have been a great like photo from the back.
It's like an album cover, isn't it?
Yeah. We got a couple more questions. Well, comments. After 10 years, you aren't threatening to kill one another, so you have that on most bands. Because we mentioned before, like me and Justin talk about this all the time, that like we had few creative differences, but now, like that's completely gone. You know, maybe is it an older thing for everyone? You think like we just
I'm not having energy anymore to.
That's why we ended up with different songs, isn't it?
But it's like. Do you know, in the band, we used to have a sign on a couple of signs like "Leave your ego at the door" and "No funk and no GNR." Those two signs, but no ego at the door because creative people have ego. That's how they get by. That's how they go. That's how they push ideas forward. I've got this idea and I think it might work. Let's try it out. But as you get older, you kind of like let other people have input and then you gel together. It just seems you mature more. It's the ignorance of youth, I suppose. But
I don't know. Put it to the test. Stick us in a room.
Yeah.
We might be screaming at each other.
Yeah, it's true. We might get together, record these songs, and then suddenly, nah, it's not going to work.
I find that disagreeing requires too much energy.
Yeah. There is that as well. It's like, oh, you know what? Yeah, whatever. One more from Lynn's. What was the best thing about being in MINIONTV? Lynn's just ended it. So
being in MINIONTV, I think.
What was the best thing about
the press release hasn't gone out yet, Lynn's.
Social media now, we've officially split up. What was the best thing?
For me, playing loud in front of people with a bunch of people that also enjoyed playing loud and playing good music.
I say, well, we got lots of really funny memories and loads of experiences in different cities, things like that, and we came out with some really good music too. So, you know.
True. I like the fact that we actually got music out, like, because a lot of
Quite a lot
bands
as well.
Didn't look like it.
and they'll kind of get together bands and not actually put the music out, and now we've got that to go by, and in 10 years later, when just one of us still alive, we can go back and listen to that one.
Well, wonder who it'll be.
I won't hear about it.
I don't know, you'd be surprised.
I remember though.
There's a delay on this, but Lindsay's laughing. I'm going to pretend it's from my comment there.
One thing I do remember is because sometimes obviously people couldn't turn up. When did we used to go? Was it Tuesdays and Thursdays?
I think so, yeah.
Most weeks, wasn't it? When we were recording, we did more, obviously.
Mhm.
But I just remember being how gutted I was if like you got the text going, "Oh, we're not going in tonight."
Oh,
It was like, "Oh man,"
oh.
because it was always it was always a.
I think we were good at turning up though. There was it had to be good.
There was just occasions when
maybe if we put up a gig or something like that, and we were like, oh, let's have a break this week. I don't remember us not doing practice. Maybe near the end.
There was always reasons for it.
Yeah. But the best thing about being in the band, it is just making music and playing live and being with people you actually like to be in a room with. That's it. That's the best thing you can think about of being a Minion TV is playing with people like.
When we were in that corner room,
who get you.
Window.
Yeah.
The communication.
We got a window.
I've got a big emotional reason, and Sam just jumps in. We had a window.
And that's what I remember though, as the
Good times.
the halcyon days when we got in that room, and downstairs was really good as well. We had kind of these two areas where
because in the other room wasn't it really, really hot, and we realised because we didn't know how to work the air conditioning, we just had it off forever, and we were just like on the floor, like in the end of Total Recall when nobody's got any oxygen. But yeah, the communication is probably the best thing, I suppose. Like with everyone in the band, I can look at you, Simon, when we're playing Battleships, and we have that moment where we know we're going to communicate. With Sean, I know he's going to be able to complement a part I've come up with on the guitar like really well, like no other bassist can do. I was like so amazed, and Baz with his keyboard parts. Where like remember years when we did was a song on Arecibo, I think it was, that we came up with together. What's that one? Keep the negatives.
Oh yeah.
And it was like those moments where you just like you combine and go, oh, a song, and then it's just.
You're always showing up on time.
so fun time. That was the same when we had dueling guitar pieces that like we argued about and stuff like that, but they're the things that kept the polarity going in the band. The creative differences kind of kept it fierce but emotional,
Sure.
I think you did. You didn't actually. When we had gigs and things, you were always the last to turn up when we were moving stuff. I always remember that. I kept that with me.
Okay.
Anyway, that's the end of our stream. It is the end of our stream. I hope people will enjoy that. And if you caught us halfway through, then go back. There's 2 hours of it. We're going to say goodbye now. There's a bit of a delay, so people might say goodbye after we've left. So I'll leave this going on, and when someone does say bye, we'll know when we can end the broadcast. Has anyone got any closing thoughts then of 10 years of this Minion TV debut album?
We haven't aged a day. Take your hat off.
I've got the oldest. No. Sean, you've got hairy hair. I mean, that sounds really weird. Like up there.
I didn't get anybody thought that.
I did, obviously. 10 years, getting married, having the kids.
Where will we be in another 10 years?
10 years time. 10 years
got
time.
an awkward bit where no one can finish it.
Yeah.
Just Minion TV over and over.
Thanks for streaming. That was awesome. And thanks for the music, guys. We're going to freeze frame now as the end of the broadcast. So everyone
do that,
frozen. Ready?